quite a few horror games on Roblox, but they all do it in a very similar way. For example, Doors makes you go through a straight path trying to get to the end. Piggy forces you to look through the entire map just to be able to find a key that will lead you to another one, which leads you to another one, which leads you to another one. Pressure tries to make it so that you do not go through a straight path, but most of the time you kind of do. My game will be similar to Pressure and Doors in terms of environment, but the game will not include a required linear path, or at least in a way. This is Subdivision, an upcoming Roblox game that I built on my own, with the help of a few voice actors, of course. This game takes place in an abandoned world from many years ago where you have to turn on the power to clear the map. You will start on a lift where you start 100 units deep and need to get the power back on at the map you are currently at. You'll be exploring around to turn on the power, and then you'll be able to rush back to your lift and reach even deeper. After turning the power on, you will be able to move around and collect items that will help you in the future, with the risk of dying and not choosing to go back safely before. Every 5 or so map, you will reach a shop where you can spend the items and materials you earned for better things such as weapons being used to kill the monsters that will be in the future rooms. So the game started out like this, and as you can see, there isn't much of the map, but the materials and the main build idea has stayed throughout the entire development of the game. As you can see, there's also like lights flickering over there, which is pretty cool. I had to change it a little bit because the lights flicker together at the same time sometimes, which is a bit weird. I'm also a beginner at Blender now. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks or something like that, and I don't really know what I'm doing, as you can see here. But basically that's how I made the lights, since I thought before having a straight line of white cube wouldn't work that well for lights. So I made it work like that as a model. I don't have much footage for some of the things in the video, so what you're going to see like in here is just what I did after. And as you can see, I modeled the desk over here with cabinets on it, so you can open the cabinet and then get some items inside, or money. As you can see here, that's how the drawers work. You can see there's a proximity prompt over there and a custom one. You can also see there's an animation at the beginning of the game that says 100 feet deep. I'm going to change that to another unit of measurement that I made up. I have a flashlight that I made. I didn't make the inventory system yet, that I did later, which I'll show you. I also made cameras over there that look at you if you get too close. I might make it so that the cameras shoot you with lasers or something. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just for the main antagonist to watch you. Next, I started working on the item inventory system, which actually works pretty well. As you can see, you collect this item and then you can drop it by pressing Q or pressing the drop item button, which you can only press if you're on mobile. I also modeled some computer that will be used a lot for decoration. Like, the game will have offices that used to be part of the game's lore. Like, for example, there was a company that used to exist but doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if this is a good idea, but should I make notes that appear in the game that you can collect? Like notes and files that have to do with the game's lore, but also have to do with the game's gameplay, that you have to collect some of them. Lastly, I actually started working on modeling the TV, which is going to be a character that I'm going to make. Their name is going to be ALM, and they're going to talk to you randomly throughout the game. At the beginning of the game, when you start a new run, they will be talking and yapping about the introduction of everything. They'll explain where you're at, they'll explain who you are, and they'll explain who they are. They'll be an assistant of yours throughout the game, and when you do something special like collecting a special item, they'll be talking and appearing out of nowhere. If you see any TVs turned off though, that means you're close to them and you're in a safe spot. I've actually got more to show you. I will show you some voice lines of the TV guy called ALM, which, as I said before, will be your assistant for the entire adventure. Here, just take a listen.
Sorry, did I not properly introduce myself? My name is ALM. I'll be your assistant throughout this adventure. You'll explore the place and search for something that can turn the power on. When I get the power I need, we'll go deeper down this place. I've lost a few people here, but at least this isn't my first time doing this.
Thank you for watching this devlog. I'll actually post one next week probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'll post it in 2 weeks. I actually have a testing phase next week, and if you want to join that and test out the game and play with me, join the Discord down below in the description, and it will be nice to see you there.